If you spend a lot of time out in the woods and outdoors and use hand warmers, a lot of times we use hot hands. That's what I've used for a few years. They're disposable, they get kind of expensive, especially if you're using them a lot. I've used some rechargeable ones that are great for shorter durations, but this new thing that I've been turned on to has been awesome. Let's talk about it. So, this is the Zippo catalytic hand warmer. It uses lighter fluid, Roncinol or Zippo fluid. We're going to go over how to make this thing work and my thoughts on it. This is the 12-hour one. Fill it up to the 12-hour line. We're not going to do that much, so we'll go ahead and put some fluid in it. Don't lose this. They come with it. Just go ahead and squirt a little bit of fluid in there. Now, it is important to note, once you get this thing going, it stays going. Once you have your fluid, go ahead and pop this off. Take your little fluid dispenser, push it in that center hole. Just let it do its thing. It goes pretty quick, and you're just going to let it all come out. Get your fluid in there and give it about 30 seconds for it to do its thing and soak in. A lot of people don't want to wait the full 30 seconds, and they'll put fluid up here on this platinum catalyst. This is a wear item on its own. If you start jump starting it, it won't last nearly as long. So Zippo doesn't recommend it. I don't see the harm in waiting. Once you've waited, though, all you're going to do is hold a flame to it, and then it'll start making heat on its own. Lighting this, I'm just using this brass Zippo. They've still got a lot of character, in my opinion. You're just going to let that flame hit on there for a few seconds on each side. Make sure you get it good and saturated. Good and exposed, I should say. And then what you'll notice, once you do that, you see there's no flame here at all on the top. But when I put my hand over it, I can feel heat coming off of it. So it is still burning the fuel. It's just burning it at a much lower temperature. You'll put your cap back on here. It does need oxygen for the reaction. Now, you can use it like this. I would not. It comes with this bag. I find it to be, yeah, this is already getting really hot. So put it in a little bag, and then you can draw it closed or not. Depending on what pocket you put this in, it may cut off some of the oxygen to it, and it works best with a lot of oxygen. So you may have to periodically take it out of your pocket. But like I said, there's no real surefire way to get this thing to quit making heat. So I guess if you were to completely cut off oxygen, it could in theory go out, but just that's why we didn't do the full 12 hours, because I don't need 12 hours in here. But yeah, there's no flame. I've held paper to this. It will burn you if you touch it to yourself, but I've not been able to catch anything on fire. So I'm a pretty big proponent of this. There's going to be links to the hand warmer, and you know what? I'll throw in the links to the brass Zippo as well, because why not? They're still classy, they're timeless, and they're cheap. I've messed with butane lighters. I keep coming back to these just because they work, they're cool, and they're relatively cheap to keep going. I think this is like $3, I think is what I paid for it. I'm sure I could find it cheaper in other places. So I have one of these for the truck, one of these for the house. Good stuff. Links down in the description.